All right, welcome. My name is Andrew Milk, and I'm the VP of Client Strategy here at Attentive for enterprise customers. On Enterprise, we get the chance to work with a wide variety of e-commerce verticals and company sizes, and that gives us a nice bird's eye view about what some of the most innovative brands are doing with SMS, which I think is pretty exciting. And over the next 20 minutes, I'm here to share why SMS is a core channel for customer retention. I'll cover specific strategies for using text message marketing to nurture happy returning customers and convert them into brand loyalists, using SMS to power an existing loyalty or rewards program or launch a new one, and lastly, how you can offer support to your most engaged customers quickly and proactively via text. When you launch your SMS program, the big initial focus is, of course, going to be on driving list growth and customer retention. But as you grow your channel and your customer base, SMS is a powerful tool for nurturing your most engaged subscribers and active shoppers into brand loyalists. Generally speaking, loyal customers tend to spend more than one-time buyers because they're making repeat purchases. So not only do they rely on your products and services, which means they keep going back for more, but they're also more likely to refer your brand to their friends and family and buy from you as well, so that they can buy from you as well. One of my favorite aspects about SMS in general is that customers have to very intentionally opt in to hear from you. So handing over your phone number is pretty personal, so it's a strong indication that they're really ready to hear from you and hear from their favorite or interesting brands. That's why it's really valuable to invest in a customer retention channel like SMS. You can use the channel to engage shoppers throughout the entire customer lifecycle, from the consideration phase through the post-purchase phase, and ultimately drive repeat purchases and increase customer lifetime value. One thing we've been able to see is that consumers are interested in receiving a range of texts from brands. So on top of the expected promotional messages, product updates, people like to get transactional updates like order shipped or order confirmed messages. And they're also looking to get exclusive content or customer support via text message. So not just coupons and discounts. So as marketers, this gives you the freedom and the flexibility to engage with your brand's audience in a way that works best for you and for your customers' individual cases. So to start, I want to focus on 3 types of automated messages that you can use with your SMS program to consistently nurture both potential customers and recent purchasers to drive loyalty and retention. The key here, I think, is that they all take little to no effort to set up, and they all start driving a lot of value right away. And those messages are welcome messages, browse and cart abandonment messages, and post-purchase messages. All of these automated messages make it easy to nudge high-intent shoppers at critical points in the buyer's journey. So starting with welcome messages. Like I mentioned before, when somebody does opt into your program, that's a pretty strong indicator that they're interested in trying your products at least once. So your welcome series is the first opportunity you have to excite new customers and new subscribers with text. And since they're very likely interested already, it's the start of a new relationship with a potential repeat buying customer. There's a few ways we see brands making a good first impression on this welcome message or welcome series. So we'll see that they use the first message to deliver on the promised sign-up incentive. This is probably the most common one. So sharing the discount code or a link that automatically applies that discount code. They'll also sometimes thank new subscribers for joining the community and let them know what they can expect to hear via text. You know, maybe you're going to get access to first products, special discounts, or exclusive content and tips and tutorials and so on and so forth. Brands can also send new subscribers what we call a virtual contact card, so they can save your brand's number as a contact. This creates a lot of extra layers of personalization when they see your logo and your brand name every time you send a message. It pops up like a friend of theirs. It's also common for brands to set up a welcome journey that will automatically follow up with subscribers. So if they haven't made their purchase yet, maybe a few days later you send a coupon reminder, sometimes a week or longer. I've actually seen some really long welcome series where people will take things, evergreen messages that they've sent in the past that were very strong, and add them to their welcome series so that everybody that signs up gets their greatest hits, if you will. It's pretty cool. And a lot of educational content might come through to really build that brand voice. The next automated messages that are worth setting up are browse and cart abandonment messages. These messages let you re-engage potential customers who browsed for a specific product before navigating away, and maybe they didn't make that purchase. And the browse and cart abandonment reminders help you recover otherwise lost revenue, but they let you stay in touch with shoppers in a more personal way. And even though these messages are automated, you can still add a lot of brand voice and infuse your brand imagery to make these reminders more fun for your subscribers. There's a few best practices worth mentioning, though. You need to make sure that you're always including a direct link back to the specific product that they viewed or back to the cart page. You want to get them back right where they were when they were close to buying. A lot of brands will work to personalize the message with the product name and image, if possible, to remind them of what they were originally interested in. So you can see in this example, the product that they were looking at right there. Finally, you want them to lean into your brand voice and use the text copy to create a sense of urgency or familiarity, building brand affinity. You can see that this brand, for example, says, "Hey there," very casually. We've seen some pretty interesting examples. And a quick pro tip here, shorter windows convert better. So you shouldn't wait more than an hour to send the abandonment message, because that's when it's really going to be top of mind. Maybe they were just distracted temporarily, for example. The last one we're going to talk about is a post-purchase message. So that time right after somebody makes a purchase on your site is really important. It's literally when they're most invested in your brand. They've just spent their money. So following up via text is an opportunity to build confidence in their purchase and start building some loyalty. Customer loyalty is ultimately what drives those repeat purchases that you're looking for. We see brands tailoring these post-purchase messages in a bunch of really cool ways. So if you have a referral program, you can use post-purchase texts to encourage recent shoppers to refer a friend, for example. This example that you can see here on the right is from swap.com. They're a leading online consignment and thrift shop brand, and you can see that they've opted to include a 40% off discount. So the automated flow drives online revenue for the people that just subscribed and made purchase, and brand loyalty, but it also promotes new customer discovery. We've seen brands ask for subscribers to leave product reviews on your website. So one thing you want to keep in mind if you're asking for a product review, of course, is that you want to give them time to actually get and use the product before you send that text saying, "Would you like to leave a review?" What we've seen brands do is actually use their average shipping times as a guide for creating the delay in that journey. But as a general rule of thumb, you're going to want to wait at least a week until after the order arrives before sending any post-purchase message asking the subscriber to do anything. If you have one, you can invite subscribers to join a loyalty program. We'll talk about loyalty programs in a second. Or you can use the post-purchase journey to track loyalty points, for example. If you have a product that people tend to buy more than once, like skincare products on a recurring basis, you can set up a timer so that every month or every week that they would normally reuse that product, that they get sent a message. And then one thing that I like to see a lot, or do see a lot, is post-purchase journeys following up with supplemental items. So let's say the subscriber bought a mattress. Maybe you follow up with pillows or bedding recommendations for them. A lot of really cool things to do with that post-purchase journey. But now that we've talked about how to use automated text to start fostering customer loyalty, the next step is to talk about how you can incorporate SMS into the overall customer retention strategy and loyalty programs. If you do have a loyalty program in place, for example, SMS is a pretty natural way to help you scale that or strengthen it. Loyalty programs typically have two or three tiers, and customers have to take certain actions to kind of level up and get to the next tiers. Maybe they're buying multiple products or leaving more data within their profile, like their birthday, or leaving reviews, for example, in order to level up. But either way, gamification and creating that level up experience is really key. And it ultimately drives incremental revenue through repeat purchases. And so what we've seen clients do with SMS is increasing the amount of promotional efforts that customers get as they climb higher levels. You can nurture customers on lower levels with brand stories, get them really invested in your brand. And then as they sort of gain levels, then you can hit them with those better sales, more perks, make them feel more exclusive. Another thing to keep in mind in general is that customers that do join your loyalty program are a lot more likely to, and receptive to hearing from you via SMS. So you can really send more messages to more VIP customers. So if you do have a loyalty program, chances are you're offering perks that you can easily integrate into your SMS marketing strategy. A great place to start is with time-limited perks or immediate offers, like giving loyalty members an opportunity to shop sales or new product launches before everyone else. You can use your text channel to send those early access messages and making it easy, therefore, for VIP customers to click through and shop right away on their phones. So the example we have here on the right is from Revel Nail. They're an innovator of at-home dip powder and other nail products. I have to admit, I had to Google dip powder, but it's pretty cool. They used their SMS channel to promote their Halloween drop-ins, though. So customers at the highest level of the program, called Powder Perfectionists, got early access to Revel's Halloween shades 1 day earlier with a 15% off discount. And then they had a segment of inside Attentive called Engaged Subscribers, which was one level below the Powder Perfectionists. And those got access to the Halloween drop-ins 1 day later with a slightly lower discount. So it's a real tiered approach to the loyalty. Segmentation in general does give you the freedom to deliver any number of perks. So you could have lots of levels of your program and lots of different segmentation or segments within Attentive. And you can do all the segmentation in Attentive pretty easily as well. Another great example here is from a sustainable jewelry brand, Pura Vida. So they have a brand ambassador segment inside Attentive, which they tend to send rewards reminder text at the end of every month to. And you can see that it encouraged them to log into their ambassador account to confirm their address and make sure that they get their reward each month. You can also use SMS to convert subscribers into loyalty and rewards program members, so get people into the loyalty program. It makes sense that SMS subscribers are an ideal group to focus your retention efforts on and try to get into your loyalty program. The example here is from Mac of All Trades, which is a great refurbished electronics brand. They launched their new rewards program to their SMS subscriber base, and you can see here that they've used an image to tell shoppers how they can start earning points for that program. You can use a similar approach to promote an existing program, or you can actually use a one-time SMS campaign to drive interest in joining the programs. So you may want to incentivize them occasionally with limited time offers, or say the temporary chance to earn double points of the loyalty program. But I will say you don't have to have a loyalty program, a specific loyalty program in place to start doing this kind of gamification though. So a lot of people are just doing these strategies using their SMS program alone and building that customer retention and loyalty. So you can actually just use a segmentation tools in the Attentive UI, like I mentioned earlier, to diversify which subscribers get which incentives. So with these segments in the platform, you can offer a lot of the same loyalty perks, like exclusive discounts, first access to shop new products, or even invitations to members-only digital and in-person events. The label here does this. So without any specific loyalty program, they are leaning into this concept that SMS is a VIP community. So they announced their recent warehouse sale to their SMS subscribers, giving them a head start to shop before anyone else. And for those of you that don't know, Mate the Label is a really cool, sustainable fashion brand. Like I mentioned earlier in the presentation, SMS is more than just a channel for sending marketing messages. And in general, at Attentive, we believe that SMS and the future of SMS is all about back and forth conversations. There's a lot of projects that we have going on in the works to support this promise of one-to-one conversations via text that we're super excited about sharing. But I wanted to talk about a couple of features that a lot of clients are using today to support conversations via SMS. The first sort of feature that people are using is facilitating customer support via text. All of us are increasingly buying stuff on our phones. And in that sense, we're also interested in handling all the aspects of making purchases and orders with our phones. And that includes communicating with customer support teams when we have a question. We actually asked a bunch of consumers, and 70% of them said they would either be extremely or very likely to interact with a brand via text message in order to receive customer support. And then another quarter on top of that said they'd consider it. So that's almost everybody at 94%. So providing good customer support through SMS is a natural extension of mobile shopping. It allows you to provide some real-time support before a customer has a negative experience. With Attentive, and just kind of getting down to it, you can integrate easily with customer service platforms like Zendesk, Gorgeous, Customer, and we have quite a lot in our platform in our integrations tab. So when a customer responds to your SMS campaigns directly with a question, you can seamlessly send those messages to your customer service team, and they can operate out of your customer service platform using the SMS number. It pays to set this up too, because we found that shoppers that do receive replies to their questions generate 31% more spend than those that don't. It makes sense to, if they're getting great customer service, then they're more likely to actually close this sale. Once you've married your SMS program with your customer service platform, there's a few different things that we suggest you can do. So you can route your support tickets. You can send certain support tickets directly to SMS, especially those from purchasers with high intent who are having trouble checking out, or they're frustrated, or they're dissatisfied with some part of that experience. And number two, you can, once you've closed out a support ticket, you can have your team ask for a review or a score or a rating directly via SMS. This kind of thing would allow you to continue supporting customers in the future with full insight into their past experience and purchases. You can also create automated SMS journeys for satisfied and dissatisfied customers. So really branching out based on experience. For satisfied customers, you can prompt them to leave a review, provide feedback, or join a loyalty program. And for dissatisfied customers, maybe you want to increase the discounts or get them to convert, and keep reaching out to them so that you have a chance to continue and to improve their experience. Another thing that we've been seeing is sending the contact cards via support as well. So we talked about the benefit of those contact cards earlier for personalization. The same goes here. When a customer reaches out to support and gets the support they need, it might be a good opportunity for them to kind of save you in their contacts. On the other hand, not on the other hand, but in addition to customer support, there's a couple of other things that are worth talking about. So I wanted to highlight that two-way messaging doesn't always have to be about providing that traditional customer support. You can also garner a lot of information from customer replies, which help you create personalization. So what some brands are doing is sending a message asking a question, right? And in this case here with Erin Condren, they're asking you to basically explain what your favorite back-to-school products are. And so depending on your answer, you might get sent on a different journey that says, oh, you asked for notebooks, or you asked for a new planner, having a personalized journey based on what the customer is actually looking for. So each keyword response triggers that automated text message. It also segments that subscriber into people who replied with that specific message.